Welcome to the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is what you call a big statement win. No Van Dijk, no Trent, no Gomez, no Henderson, no Thiago, no Salah. Salah, are you mad? 3-0 against Leicester, and to discuss this glorious win, there we go. I have Doyle and James Redmond here. Lads, yes, get in there.
Get in, lads.
Fucking have some of that. Your immediate thoughts with James has got the little Mo Salah there. We absolutely love that. The voices
are going to be, yeah.
He's not even around anymore, Mo Salah, unfortunately. But yes, James and Doyle, a huge 3-0 win for Liverpool. Get your comments in now if you're watching. Please like, subscribe as well. James, I'm going to come to you first. That is a huge, huge win. Huge.
We are. Let me repeat. We are. Wait then.
Yeah.
I was screaming a lot. I was screaming a lot during the match. And it's one of them. We are. ... The best ... team in universal world fucking football. No questions asked. We just went to top of the league, Leicester, who, by the way, have had injuries themselves. I will give them that, but completely and utterly shat on them. And do you want me to tell you something about that game? Indeed, Alex. Indeed. But let me tell you something now. When it comes to Jurgen Klopp and the man that is Brendan Rodgers, and I have a lot of respect for Brendan Rodgers as a manager, there's levels.
There's levels to this team.
There's levels to the team. But with the greatest team, today was boss. But so many good individual performances. I know we're going to talk about it more in a bit, but I want to get there first. Bobby Firmino.
Yes, lad.
Yes.
Bobby Firmino. There's something that the Kop wants you to know.
The best in the world is Bobby Firmino. Come on. Off the bench. I want to see this energy in the chat. I want to see this energy in the chat.
Yes.
And to all, and I mean to every one of the Bobby haters, the ones who've been disrespecting Bobby so much recently, not saying that he should be dropped right now, fair enough, but the people who've been writing him off and writing off his Liverpool career as a whole, shame on you, because that's a Liverpool legend, and today we saw how good he really is, not just with the goal, but everything that leads up together. He was fantastic, and today it was so good that he can come back from the international break and look as class as he did, because that is classic Bobby Firmino at its finest. And to have the post goal, to have the over the line, it was insane that he could end up getting that ball away and getting the third. So fantastic.
Fantastic all round. Let's start right from the beginning though, lads. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We start off on top of things already in the first 5 minutes. We could have even nicked 1 or 2. Mane with a chance, Keita with a shot. I think Curtis Jones had a shot that was blocked there by Schmeichel. Go 1-0 up, Doyle. Crazy way that we go 1-0 up. But an ex-Manchester United centre-back pops it in the Anfield Road end for Liverpool to go 1-0 up.
That's what happens when you got world-class strikers, lad. People are that scared of them, lad. They start slotting goals for us without even realising they're doing it, lad. He literally was just focused on Sadio Mane, lad. Was looking at him, turned to look at the ball and just bounced off his head and went in, lad. He was like, what the fuck's just happened, lad? It was just one of them, weren't it, lad? It was just a mad goal, but take it, lad. And to be fair, lad, based on the game, we deserved the first goal. We deserved it, lad.
Yeah,
and then as the game was growing, I was thinking, we need to get another one here because we deserve to have 1, 2, 3, 4 goals here. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
so, lads, bit of luck sometimes is what you need, and that's what we got. Yeah,
deserved luck. 1-0, James, going into half-time. Sorry, it was 2-0 very shortly after, wasn't it? Diego Jota. I mean, lads.
Best Portuguese player in the world. Best Portuguese player in the world.
Maybe. That's a great shout. Obviously, there's one person that you could maybe put ahead of him.
Bruno who? Cristiano.
Oh, not him, bro. I wasn't going to say him.
Oh, yeah. Cristiano what? Listen, mate. Diogo Jota is sensational. And to score 4 goals in his first 4 home games at Anfield, in the only player to do that in top flight history for Liverpool Football Club.
Yeah, that's madness.
Fantastic.
That's madness, that was.
And do you know what, mate? Do you know when Mane came into the club and there was an order around him and he was the man, then Salah came in the same. Jota's given that same effect. And he just shown it again today.
I think the good feeling is spreading here. Louis Quick says he's just won £1,000 on a bet. Come on, I'm gassed. Big up the squad.
Well done. Hey, it's good to know that the Kop
He's just won £1,000.
Viewers, it's great to know that the Kop TV viewers are winning cash and also seeing their team win. Fantastic.
And also gambling responsibly. And remember, Louis, when the fun stops, stop. As we all know. But lads,
but a grand is very fun. A grand is
but
very
a grand is back. Yeah. Right. So Robertson on the left wing with that beautiful cross. All the defenders are looking around. They don't know what to do. And Jota, bang, out of nowhere, sneaks ahead. It's 2-0 before half-time. Dream start, James.
Mate, do you know what as well? That goal was very necessary because, as Doyle said, I was kind of just thinking, like, do you know what? As well as we're playing and we're controlling Leicester, we're out. Like, you can see that Jurgen Klopp set his team out perfectly. It's not just about the quality of the players. It's also about the manager. That's one thing I think Liverpool fans have not forgot necessarily, but have seemed to just kind of slipped out the mind that we have got a fantastic manager, and the position that we're in, this is the best manager for the job. Do you know what I mean? I'm not really making much sense. But what I'm just trying to offer is that Jurgen Klopp, mate, he's another level, and today he showed
another
that.
level.
And the way he set out that team fantastically, and to go into our time 2-0 up was very necessary because we know Leicester, and he even had the odd chance today. Harvey Barnes, he looked like he was getting in behind a lot. He was looking like he was coming at us. Jamie Vardy, who, by the way, we were all saying is guaranteed to get a goal. Shut your mouth, all three of us. All three of us.
Absolutely, buddy.
What the fuck do we know? But that was very necessary, and that just shows the big game player that Diogo Jota is because he's getting big goals.
Big goals, big games. 2-0 at half-time. Whilst we're at the halfway point, let's quickly touch on the starting lineup. You predicted James Milner at right back. You got that spot on, James. I was hoping it would be Nico. Brilliant.
How amazing.
Almost man of the match. Not the best player.
I will let one of you take the floor about James Milner because all I need to say is Mr. Consistent himself has done his job, and he's done something for himself.
He's like
James Milner
wizard.
Comes into the team again and shuts us all up. I think that's pretty much what he's done tonight.
Not me.
Not James. He shut me up.
I was on his bandwagon.
The thing is, with Milner, after he's played and stepped in a game like that, you think, oh yeah, he was always going to play well. But it's only the start of the game when you see his name turn up at right back that you are like, maybe he could get exploited. But anyway, Milner at right back, the centre backs and left back as we knew really. But that midfield, Keita, obviously it wouldn't be a Liverpool game, lads, without Keita going off injured, by the way. Keita, Wijnaldum and Curtis Jones. What a performance. Before
we carry on with the greatness that was Curtis Jones and that midfield performance, Naby Keita was so good today, and it's so unfortunate that it's now looking like that he might and hopefully touch wood that he's going to possibly miss the next few games. And Naby's one of them. When he gets consistent run of form, that's where you see the best Naby Keita. Yeah. And we saw today, when Naby Keita's at his best, mate, we've got a very good player on our hands, even without Thiago and Henderson. So, and I think today, without Henderson or Thiago in the midfield, was just a further step of proving that Aston Villa game was just one of them. Because I thought it was a big part of the midfield. Therefore, I was slightly worried today. But it was also a case of that we controlled the midfield today, and that we're just back to our best, mate, in terms of consistency.
Controlled the midfield, cut off the supply to Vardy. Doyle, lad, at the start of the game, we all thought Vardy would be the one to cause us most problems, but I said if we can stop the supply to him, he won't get a sniff. And tonight, he did not get a sniff.
Bro, 2 points, right? Rodgers stuck Maddison on the left, bro. And in my opinion, lad, that's not his position, bro. He needs to play in the middle. That's where he creates the chances. And as soon as he done that in the second half, he started creating chances. Lad. And two, lads, yeah. To echo what Jay said, lads, we have Jurgen Klopp as a manager, bro. So when we're missing players, we're all shitting ourselves, lad. We're all going, oh, we're gonna lose this player, so this is gonna happen, that's gonna happen. But the reality is, lad, they all train together, they all play the same system, they all know Jurgen Klopp's philosophy, lad. And that is shown in the fact that we can bring players in who don't play football regularly and he still do a job for us, lad. Fabinho's playing centre back, we're putting Milner at right back, lad, and it doesn't even look like, lad, it doesn't look like we're struggling. Doesn't matter. Like Curtis Jones is 19 years old, bro, and he glides across the pitch, lad, and just joins with the other, 28-year-olds, 25-year-olds. Like, it's nothing, lad. Like, he's just born to be there, lad. Like, this team, bro, is not just about the players, it's about the philosophy behind it, and Jurgen Klopp is because of that, lad. It's insane, lads. That's why we're winning. Top of the league, bro, without defence, lad.
Listen, bro. Listen, the title of this video is "Put Mr Blobby at centre back and we'll still win." To come away with a clean sheet, James, the first clean sheet at Anfield, since Aston Villa back in July. That was the thing for me today, bro. That I was obviously buzzing that Bobby scored the third goal. Let's not forget about that. So many times where it's hit the bar, it's this far from not going over the line. We just didn't think it'd be Bobby's night. Gets the header. We love that. But the clean sheet, James, talk to me how important that is to you.
Huge, massive, and I'm always a big advocate for clean sheets. And you know what, mate? When you talk about the clean sheet, you need to talk about who helped us get that clean sheet today. Fabinho, fantastic. Come back in like he hadn't even had a problem, and people were saying, well, Jamie Vardy's quick, so he's going to have a problem with his hamstrings. No, Fabinho, one thing I've realised, quick agile strikers who like to get in behind, that's his bread and butter.
Yeah,
He's done it with Timo Werner, now he's done it with Jamie Vardy. When you talk about Joe Matip, fantastic. Aerial dominance. On top of this was a threat on set pieces. Another thing, actually controlled the ball well. We know Matip's very good on the ball. James Milner, we've already talked about how fantastic he was, and his performance speak for himself.
Unbelievable.
Andrew Robertson. And
he's the man, bro. He's the man, lads.
Boys, I've got something to say, and I've just got something to offer to any neutrals.
You get the full screen for this, buddy.
Anyone who thinks that Alphonso Davies or Lucas Digne and they are very good left backs, fantastic left backs, but they have not put in the time, the effort, nor the work rate that Robertson has to have put in the effort and levels that he's been putting in over the years at Liverpool Football Club. And today was another big performance of that. And that assist for Diogo Jota, don't even start me out. Fuck the big screen off. I'm done. Mic drop.
Doyle, talk to me about the third goal. It just looked like Firmino was not going to score tonight. Hit the post, had one off the line. It was just unbelievable. But then out of nowhere. And do you know what the mad thing is, bro? I was in the pub just then, watching it, and I was saying to everyone in there, oh, fuck me, I can't wait for us to put a decent corner in that beats the first man. Not only does a decent corner go in, but guess who's on the end of it? The man who can't score a goal, it's Bobby Lar.
Madness, lad, isn't it? Like, it's like he was trying not to score that game, lad. It was like he was deliberately trying his hardest not to score, lad. And then he just scored his hardest chance, lad. When he went in, lad, every single group chat on my phone, lad, that's got the Redmen, and it just exploded, lad. So you could see the team. Honestly, you could see the team, and even Jurgen Klopp was made up just to see Bobby score a fucking goal, lad. He played well. He deserved the goal. He should have scored the other one that hit the post, but you know what it is. It is what it is.
Did you see it in the celebrations as well of all the players? In fact, like when they were clapping Bobby Firmino, you saw that it meant a lot.
How much?
That Firmino has been feeling the effects of what's been going on now. I'm not sure if that's due to the stick that he's been getting off fans or the fact that he's actually disappointed in his own performance, and I hope it's the latter, and I hope that's the first performance of many good performances going forward for Firmino, because if that Firmino comes week in, week out, then I'm back to saying Bobby Firmino's irreplaceable. Trust me, please. 100%. I'm back to saying that, so
100%. One thing that we can all agree on tonight is that not one player had a bad game. Everyone put a shift in. The only thing, lads, I can possibly be annoyed at, obviously the injury to Naby Keita, we'll see what happens there, but Gopal makes a great point here. He says with a little more accuracy we could have had 6. I mean, genuinely, if we'd have been more clinical tonight, it genuinely could have been 6 or 7-0, lads, and that's not an exaggeration.
Man, had a few chances, didn't he, as well, lad? It was just one of them, lads. Schmeichel's a good goalkeeper as well, lads. He's not a bad goalkeeper, so having said that, I think we took a lot of our chances really well. But Schmeichel was just in the way, bro, because he's a great goalkeeper. That's what I think, bro. And also, Bobby, like I said before, is trying his hardest not to score, lad. So, simple as that, bro.
Listen, only Bobby Firmino can score when he's not trying to score, mate.
Lad, he scored his hardest. Do you know what I'll say about that goal, which is good as well, lads? It wasn't a simple goal for him to score.
It wasn't.
So I hope that gives him confidence in the fact that he's like, yeah, I'm a decent player. I can strike this ball good.
You're right, Doyle, because you could even see, even off I think it was a corner where it was whipped into the box. Matip went to the back post and he sort of heads it over the top to Firmino, and he kind of tried to do that karate chop sort of thing. And you were for that big goal. And then when he got that goal, and obviously in between that and the goal was the moment where it goes just over the line and he hits the post. And it's just like, how and you'll see in the live match reaction tomorrow, how is this man not scored? Like, what is it about the football gods that is saying, you're not allowed. Like, you know that ball? We're just going to move it slightly to the left, and you're not allowed to score because we just don't want you to. Even Bobby Firmino went, "Fuck you," and just decided to put it in the back of the net. Made up, mate. Honestly, I would still be made up. I am happy with every Liverpool win, boys. But when Bobby Firmino got that goal at the end, it was just something that, do you know that magical feeling that you kind of feel in a big game when a big moment happens? Man. It felt like that for Bobby Firmino because I love his personality. I love the way he's presented himself since he's joined the club, the work rate he puts in. And today, he was tracking back, but actually doing it in a way that it was really effective and
very deep,
getting forward very well. And I think today we kind of went with a sort of diamond narrow formation, and Firmino played a lot deeper in that, and it was brilliant. And Jota and Mane were just free to kind of run in behind the defences, two strikers. I thought it was a great setup. And again, credit to Jurgen Klopp for
credit goes to Jurgen Klopp each and every time, the way he picks these teams that we all raise our eyebrows at, but yet again they come through. Quick one here from Louis. Firmino has more goals than Aubameyang this season. It's a fact. On fire for Brazil as well. David here, everyone was on fire. Should have had a few more for sure. We got a clean sheet on remembrance, RIP, that's true. All headers tonight. A great point here from David. Every goal was a header, if you think about it. Stephen Somerville, people on the football terrace. Yeah, Johnny Evans with a great little nut there.
Hey, I just need to give it to you, and even you two need to watch this. Watch me live match reaction tomorrow, and I'll uncut it and everything. But while I was watching the game, the build up to that corner was mad because it showed like a shot of Johnny Evans, and I was just thinking to myself, do you know what? I want to ask my viewers, because I don't just have Liverpool fans who watch me, it's neutral, so I was thinking, do you know what? If there's any Leicester fans, let me know what you think of Johnny Evans, because since he's left Man United, he's done all right, hasn't he? This is what I was saying on my video. The corner gets put in, and I'm not even joking, this is between the corner and the goal. It goes in, and it just goes off the back of his head, and I was just like, what the fuck? I've just asked what you all think of him, and then that's the proof is there tomorrow, mate. Insane.
Bro, that's the way footy works, lad.
I jinxed Leicester FC.
Leicester
City.
Yeah, 100%.
Watch, lad, you'll be saying a player's sick, lad, and he'll just do something crap, lad. That's the way it works every time, bro.
Yeah, absolutely incredible win for us all tonight. We made them look utter shit. I can't remember them having a chance apart from that early kind of first half Harvey Barnes shot. Yeah. Go pal here, low lads. Just a quick one, James, before you go. Doyle will stay with us as we bring in Welford and Darren Whelan. But a quick one, James. Now rest a few players for the Champions League game. I am sure I will sue Klopp with criminal cases if he starts Robbo, Matip and Milner in the next game. I understand what he's saying. I mean, the criminal cases is a bit harsh to a man that brought us our first title in 30 years. However, I understand what Gopal is saying. He's basically saying, James, rest the big names that we actually do still have who can walk on two legs and put the kids out for this one. Because let's all face it, lads, we're 75% of the way there in the Champions League. Wednesday night at Atalanta.
Listen, that's a huge game, and Atalanta have got a lot more to play for in that game than what we do. So even though we're not over the line, even if we did drop points to Atalanta, whether it's a draw or a loss, we can afford to go into the next two games with that type of a result. But I said this on the preview for the Leicester game. I said what would be a great thing, say for example, if because people were saying for Robertson to be dropped, maybe for Shimikas. I was thinking, you know what, though, mate, start your best players this game and get your rest in the midweek. And I agree with, I want to get the name right, Gopal, I agree with you, mate, because I think it's important that we do go into that game at Atalanta and give kids today who got like a few minutes, like Nico Williams, a few minutes and some other players, because that'll be good for them. And when you talk about James Milner, I think James Milner can play a lot. I think he's one of them players. But I do agree with Robertson. I think Robertson is someone that just needs one game off, especially the fact he's just played for Scotland. He's just got them through. And not only that, he got an injury, came back, played for them again, comes back into our team, plays fantastically for us, runs down the wing like that. He's just got bad intentions every time. He's running down that wing with the ball or without the ball. Honestly, mate, he's fantastic. And I just think give him a rest against Atalanta, because, you know, if you do play him, he's just going to do the same level of running, the same level of work rate. And I'm happy with us to go into that game and also see what a Shimikas can offer, because we're all wondering, we've all got questions about him. He's just got a lot of minutes for Greece, so let's see what he's got.
I agree.
Let's see what he's got. James, you said you'd be with us for 20 minutes. It's 19 minutes, 54 seconds. Absolutely perfect. My brother, thank you so much. We'll do a little match
Peace out,
preview on
brother.
Monday or Tuesday for the Atalanta game as well. So stick around.
Definitely.
Much
Before
love.
to go. After you've watched this live stream, go over to my YouTube channel to watch the instant match reaction, which I'm now going to be recording, hence why I have to get off after 20 minutes. Alex, nice one, brother. Doyle, I love you, lad.
That, G.
Everyone, peace out. Up the fucking Reds.
It is, mate, man. Right, Doyle's going to stick with us as we bring in Welford and we bring in the mighty Darren Whelan all the way from Ireland. Hello to you both. How are you?
I'm good, yeah.
Darren's got that
Good
cheeky
lad.
smile. Look at him.
Yeah. Very pleased. 3 headers, 3 points, clean sheet. Happy days.
Happy days indeed. Doyle, what do we think about Doyle's camera's going a bit mad there, but Doyle, ask the lads what they thought about Bobby Firmino finally netting. I mean, that's quite something to see. That big smile coming back at Anfield. Welford, talk to us about when you saw Bobby net that third to really kill the game off.
Yeah, it was amazing, especially earlier on, like 5-10 minutes before that. He obviously had the when he hit the post and it got cleared off. It was like inches from going in, and I felt really like ashamed for him. I thought, yeah, he's got bad luck again. It's typical Bobby not to score. And then the corner comes in, as you said before, the first good corner of the game, lovely ball in and a boss header. And as Doyle said, it's the hardest chance of the game for him, and he buries it, which I'm so happy for him. He deserves that, and hopefully, as we say, every time he scores, he goes on a little bit of run of form now and can continue scoring in the next couple of games.
Absolutely. Darren, give me your thoughts about tonight, mate. I know you can speak for Ireland.
Yeah, for Dublin and Ireland. Yeah, fantastic. I mean, a lot of, like, we went into the game with 6 starting players that weren't available even in the squad, so that was a huge blow. We're playing a Leicester side that are in form. I was seeing top of the Kop show John night with Lee on it, very good, Alex, but he was thinking they might win the league, but I was giving him 5 million to 1. I wonder would he still take that, but it's still at 5 million to 1 if he wants it. Now look, it's brilliant performance tonight, very professional. As I said, the mentality, the attitude, and Bobby to get a goal tonight was just brilliant, because there's one thing I'll say about Bobby is, and you can see lately with all the injuries we have, is that he always keeps himself available. He's always fit. He's a great attitude. He always wants to be in the team, always wants to start. And when he does, he just gets on with it. Now, this season, off the ball, I think against Arsenal at home, he was very good, and he hadn't done a lot of that this season. And since the restart, he could get away with it because we had the League One. Salah, Mane were scoring goals. Jota's come in, he's done it. But yeah, it's just brilliant to see Bobby dazzling again tonight and get the third goal for us, which all was sealed, and another goal for him. And for Brazil, he was in great form. Back today for Liverpool, again in great form, and topped it up with a nice goal.
Yeah, Doyle, any questions there for the lads?
Going forward, I'm thinking about Bobby. Would you start him in the next few games now, given that he's got a goal in this game? Do you think that he's going to carry that form on? Do you think he's going to keep scoring goals? What do you think, lads?
For me, I don't know, it's a bit iffy because he's obviously a couple of international breaks, he scored for Brazil in the October international break. He came back and he didn't score again. He was a little bit off form for the couple of games after that. He scored again for Brazil in the international break, but he came back and he scored tonight. I think today was a real good game for Bobby, not just with the goal. His touch was back, everything about him was back, and as you said, sitting a bit deeper, but that's what he does best. And I know everyone takes the mick out of him. You can call him a defensive striker, but he's our number 9. And as James said, I think honestly he can have his off games, but I think for me, other than Wijnaldum, I think he's probably been the best player, most consistent under Klopp, 100%. He's so good, and as Doyle touched on, he never is injured and he's always available. I can always trust him, and I think for me, I'd definitely keep on starting him. But again, with Jota, I think you need to start him, so the 4-2-3-1 could be useful in the next couple of weeks with some big games before the new year.
Yeah, his touch was back. I agree with that. His touch definitely was come back. Even for the chance where he hit the post, you could see he took it around that defender really well. It's nice touch, close control and stuff. But are you, Darren, mate?
Yeah, I think now, going forward, if he gets those half chances, we've seen a couple of those he got lately, and he wasn't sharp or clinical enough to get them in. I think that was down to confidence. When you're not scoring regularly, there's a bit of pressure on you. A bit of competition has come in Diogo Jota, and he scored the goals for fun, and obviously another one tonight. So there is that element of pressure on Bobby, but tonight now at the getting one, taking it well, that's just going to boost his confidence, and he's obviously injury-free. Can't say that about all the team. So I just think keep playing him, keep doing what he's doing. He gets those half chances now. He's a better chance of putting them away than what he has been doing. So it's all good, lads. Clean sheet, 3 points, 3 goals, 3 headers.
Yeah,
that's it.
I think
3 points. Sorry, go on, Doyle. After you, man.
I think for me, seeing Bobby like this is I've been saying this all season. I just want to see him in a centre attacking mid role. That's where I want to see him. And it proved to me that he can play there this season. That's where he can play, and that's where he's at his best. Dropping deep is what he likes to do. He likes to win the ball. You're never going to take that out of his game. It's something that he likes to do. And scoring goals doesn't necessarily seem like something that he's always going to be great at either. So what he is good at is all the in-between stuff and getting the odd goal. So we need to put him in his right position. And I think now is the time for the transition. Now that Jota's come here, it's time for the transition. Bobby back down to that centre attacking mid. I think it's time.
I agree.
That's a good thing with the. Go on, sorry, Axel.
No, I was just going to say, Welford obviously got Cater's shirt in the background there.
Oh, yeah.
It's obvious that we were going to pick up an injury at some point tonight, isn't it? I mean, it's just how things are at the minute, Welford. I mean, that one, now that we've seen Curtis Jones start again tonight and play the full 90 minutes, by the way, if Cater is out for the next game, surely, Welford, Curtis walks into the team.
Yeah, 100%. Again, another injury, which is the worst thing we need. But yeah, I think especially today he was very, very good. Naby, I think in the space between the attack and the midfield, he's picking up in some good positions, winning the second ball a lot, which I'd really like to see. And for me, as you can tell, he's one of my favourite players for Liverpool. And I know he's got the ability, and when, as James said, if he picks up a couple of games on the trot, he will perform. And we all know he's got the ability to. I think he's a great player, yeah. But I definitely, Curtis Jones, I've not been the biggest fan of him in the past, but I think he does perform every time he gets played. He tries his best. He's always putting in 100%. And tonight, I don't know if anyone else would agree with me. I think that's probably been his best performance in a Liverpool shirt, considering it is against a very good team as well.
Wow, big compliment there, Darren. Do you agree?
Yeah, I was impressed with Curtis last season. He played against Aston Villa at home. He got a goal for us, was first at the Kop. And tonight was reminiscent of that, really. I thought he was very good, even better tonight. He was tackling, getting back, getting forward. And I thought, as a whole, the whole team tonight, we were very good off the ball. We suffocated Leicester, didn't let them have it. It was backs against the wall for a lot of that game we had Leicester. So, yeah, Curtis Jones, I agree with Welford TV, everything he said there. I think he'll have to start now. And the good thing is like the midfielders, we have the options. We have Thiago and Henderson as well to come in there. Milner, who's finished off the game in there when Nico come on and Naby went off. And it's usually disappointing for Naby Keita because I really highly rate him as well. I think he's a great player, an eye for goal, great tackler, great at those little spaces as Welford was saying with the midfield and getting to the front three. But it's just a shame, another injury for him, and it looked like it was a hamstring, so it could be another couple of weeks out. Hopefully not, but he just doesn't get that consistent run that we're all waiting on since he's arrived.
Yeah, none of us have really seen him have 7, 8, 9, 10 games on the trot to really carry on his form. Gopal says Keita is so unlucky. I never liked him for some reason, but his and Ox's luck with injuries is as thin as the Singaporean noodles. So if you know your noodles, you should know that Singaporean ones are thin. But yes, he's so unlucky. I mean, we've seen pictures this week, lads, of the Ox back in light training. Obviously, Henderson shouldn't be long out. Thiago looks like he should be ready for the next league game. Suddenly, out of nowhere, we're almost spoilt for choices in the midfield. When it comes down to it, lads, when we've got and I'll ask all of you this, when we have our main three popping, ready and firing, in my opinion, that is Fabinho, Thiago and Henderson. But what do you think? Let's get your top three midfielders we'll start with Doyle and go Welford, then Darren last.
I'm nice and easy, lad, because I just totally agree with that, lad. I think there's a nice balance in that midfield with Hendo as you're running about, getting the ball. You got Fab doing the same thing with a bit of creativity from the deep full-back position, and you got Thiago, who's just a genius, lad. So, yeah, them three in the midfield for me as well. It's a shame to drop Genie, but they're just a little bit better, lads, you know what I mean?
He says that with a Gini Wijnaldum shirt in the background with his name on, which is an absolute disgrace. We'll go for Welford.
I think it is such a tough one. We've got so many world-class midfielders, and obviously you've got Firmino, who's probably the best defensive midfielder we've got. I know Henderson can do a job, but I think Firmino, he's all now a defensive midfielder and he's very good. So I think he's definitely got to be in there. Thiago is another level, and so is Henderson. But I think Wijnaldum has been so good against him to Bobby. He's always available, never gets injured, and he scored 2 goals for Netherlands the other week. Played in 2 of their 3 games, so you show how fit he is. But I think the front of the 3 you said definitely, but I think because we play so many games, and as Kop mentioned in the press conference yesterday, we're playing like 3 games. We're playing a game every 3 days up until like February, so we've got a lot of games, so it's obviously going to be good to get fresh legs in there. I don't think all the midfielders have a massive chance with the amount of games we're playing, so it's good to have such a wide majority of midfielders, because with Ox coming back, he can even get a game in there if we're playing like a Champions League game and we've got a big game on the weekend. So I think there's a lot of room for replacement when you play so many games. But yeah, if I had to start one against like City or something, I'd definitely pick the 3 you said.
So Welford Doyle agree with me. Darren, are we going to make it a clean sweep?
Ooh.
No,
We're
look,
not.
no, it's a very tough question, lads, because like our tried and trusted, I should say, midfield 3 is Fabinho, Henderson and Gini. But now with Thiago after coming in, he was going to be always getting into the team. Champions League winner after winning 7 Bundesliga titles in a row. Wow. Unbelievable, world class, different level player, Thiago. I would, when Fabinho was out injured last season, we thought we were all going to badly miss him. Henderson went in there and was absolutely brilliant. Probably even better than when Fabinho was there. I would go with Henderson, Thiago and Gini. Gini again, as what I was saying about Bobby, always available, attitude, work rate, off the ball, fitness, strength. He has the whole lot, and he's probably a bit like Mo Salah, a bit underrated, I think, by a lot of Liverpool fans. But I'm going to go with Hendo, Thiago and Gini as my 3 in midfield.
Wow. Okay. Listen, I'm not going to criticise that at all. We are very blessed to have all these amazing midfielders at our club, and once they all become injury-free, just imagine the selection headache there for Jurgen Klopp. Atalanta on Wednesday, lads. Let's try and predict this one. I mean, as Doyle mentioned and James mentioned before, we have to play a weaker team. We're 75% of the way there. And then next week, it's Brighton at home, the early kickoff on Saturday. How do we approach these next couple of games? We'll start with Doyle, Welford, Darren.
Well, I think what I'd ask the lads is,
hey, look at Winterfield. Like the nice one, Winterfield.
I think what I'd ask the lads is, what worked today, you know, with the system and the philosophy that we have, is going to work in the next few games, regardless of who we're going to put into the team. So what I would like to ask the lads is, who would you put in your back lines over the next few games? Because I feel like no matter who we put in there, they're going to do a job for us. Like Reece Jones has proved it, Nico Williams has proved it. Milner, like we said, Mr Blobby, lad. So who do you want to see in the back for these next few games? That's what I want to know. Atalanta and Brighton.
For me, for Atalanta, we're, as Alex was saying, we're like 75%. A win at Atalanta Rome, it is game over, we're through. So for me, the back line would be Alisson, I think. I know he's got a little bit of injury prone in him, but I think he's the best keeper in the world, and he'll always save you back sometimes. So for me, I'd go right back. I'll go Nico Williams right back, 2 centre halves. I'd put Reece Williams and Firmino, because you've got a better chance of surviving a full 90 minutes than Blobby. So, and then left back I put Tomiskas, because I think when Tomiskas, or whatever you say his name is,
you're not even old enough to know who Mr Blobby is, are you? You've got no idea.
And then left back to Tomiskas, I think, because Robbo has played, I think, majority of our games from the start of the season, and he, even as James said, he picked up an injury at Scotland and still manages to play and play the full 9 minutes a day, and his work rate is a joke. Getting up that line is so good. The link up between him and Mane is ridiculous, and I don't know how people compare him to Alphonso Davies and Digne. It's a joke. But for me, Tomiskas, I think, when he came on Atalanta, he did a very good block off the line, and he looked very good. He was very calm at the back, playing out from the back. So I think, give him a shot. Why not? Looked all right against Lincoln, I think it was. So for me, that'd be my back 4 or 5.
That's right. What about you, Darren, mate?
Yeah, exactly the same. Back 4, lads. Nico Williams, Reece Williams will play, I think, and anyway, he's played in the 2 Champions League games, hasn't he, already?
Yeah, he has,
Fabinho, I think, will have to play. We want to wrap Joe Matip in cotton wool. And look, I think as well for Ted there, totally agree. To get through the 90 minutes, you need someone experienced like Firmino and there. Who have we conceded the goal since he's played centre back? I don't think so.
No,
So,
that's a good
yeah,
shout.
and-
I've seen something.
Yeah.
And I think Simic has at left full. He has to get his debut, has to start. It's at Anfield. He's been getting into the Greek team a lot lately, and Olympiacos last season. He played great when they played against Wolves. He kept Traore very quiet last season towards the end of it. So, yeah, I'll go with that back four. Probably Milner as a holding midfielder, because with Henderson, with Thiago not going to play against Atlanta, with Keita injured, the midfield options, Oxlade-Chamberlain's not back.
That's a tough
starting
one,
not to be there yet now, not probably Brighton. So, look, Brighton's a bigger game, much bigger. And again, it's a senseless thing. We play Wednesday night and then first thing again Saturday. It's crazy.
It's a nightmare. It is a nightmare for the players. I don't know.
Yeah,
we need 5 subs, like what
5
Jürgen
subs,
Klopp's been saying.
It's all right in the Champions League
because
because the 5 subs, but in the Premier League, a lot of managers have been like saying about it. But then others are saying that's not fair because other people have got better quality to bring off the bench. But I think, especially for the bigger teams, it is a joke. We're literally playing a game every 3 days, and to expect like let's say 22 squad players to play every 3 days, it's a joke. Obviously, training as well, you can pick up something in there. It's just stupid to only have 3 subs in the Prem. It's just, and you play so many games, it's just so stupid.
That's it.
Yeah, and as well as that, internationals are playing, so all the top clubs players, most of them are going to be starting and playing
full 11,
more
like
games.
full start 11 wins.
So,
yeah,
it's shocking.
Yeah, it really is. I think there's a lot of calls, aren't there, for the international break, especially when they're pointless friendlies, lad. I can understand when it's a Nations League game, but when Joe Gomez is being injured for 4, 5, 6 months because of a friendly against Ireland, listen, I'm not one to spout negativity, but when I just want people to use a bit of common sense. We don't need to travel all this distance and bring all these players here, there, and everywhere for friendlies. That's just my opinion, anyway. Lads, thank you so much for coming on. Big love to Welford, Doyle, and Darren. I've got one more lad who we're going to get on is Theo, and Doyle's going to stay on with me. But Darren and Welford, we'll see you Wednesday night again after the Atalanta game.
Up the Reds,
Yes, lads. Go on, lads. Get on, lads. Right, Darren's gone and Welford's gone, but we bring in Theo Woods, obviously big Liverpool fan, in his 3rd kit tonight. He's even got the Champions League badge on the side as well. We absolutely love that, Theo. Talk to us about how happy you were to see not only a win, but a clean sheet at Anfield as well.
Yeah, I'm very happy. Brilliant performance and finally a clean sheet. It's been a thing that we've been struggling to get recently. And especially on the thing for Ray Clements as well.
Absolutely, yeah. Great tribute tonight before the game for Ray Clements. Obviously, an incredible keeper at Liverpool, 5 leagues, 3 European Cups as well. The keeper that we had in goal tonight wasn't bad either. Alisson did what he was what he was asked to do, Theo. Made a couple of crucial saves, but it's just so nice and you feel so confident, don't you, when he's in goal?
Yeah, compared to Adrian, definitely. Alisson obviously didn't have much to do tonight because we were so solid at the back, and to be honest, it didn't really challenge us as much as I expected. But definitely gives us a lot of confidence with how good he is, and to have him supporting the back line. Yeah,
absolutely fantastic to have Alisson back in this starting 11. Doyle, when we go ahead to Atalanta on Wednesday, is this a game where you could actually give Adrian a start?
I think no. Never. You can't start Adrian ever, lad. I know, like, you can always Alisson's not really going to get injured in a goal, lad. I know you can't get injured, but the reality is he's probably not going to get injured. And I don't want to. I know we can probably not start him, but I just don't want to see Adrian seep any type of anything into that back line. If we're going to play kids and we're going to play Reece Williams and Nico Wiggins and all that, can't have then Adrian behind them. That's just going to make them shit themselves, lad. You just can't do that. So I think play Alisson. Alisson, there's a few key players that need to play, and he's one of them, lad. He needs to play for the rest of the season. Just the way Virgil van Dijk would play, he needs to play for the rest of the season, lad. Yeah, absolutely agree. A few more comments have just come in at the same time. It's a shame Welford's not here anymore because he was getting a lot of love. David, Welford TV has a pundit's career ahead of him. Great commentary, lad. Karim says, wonderful win, lads. Let's keep it up. Welford TV talking more sense than Sky pundits. Fantastic. We played an original side like this without a Hendo. Think about it.
Liverpool going for a 2-0 win against Atalanta. Origi, Shaq and Minamino all to start. David giving his starting 11 for the Atalanta game. He's going for a draw, to be fair. Thanks, mates. Great seeing everyone. Great show, Alex. Keep it up. Alex, love how you bring in the young lads. Absolutely. It's crucial, isn't it, for you to have a voice for the young lads who watch the channel? Because let's not forget, we're all watching, and Doyle's the same. He was watching. I know for a fact Doyle was watching Liverpool from the age of 3 right up till now. Me the same. It's important that we give the youth a voice on this channel.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's very good. I really enjoy coming on. I've been coming on I think it was since Arsenal in the Carabao Cup, and I've really.
Right, good memory. Great memory.
Yeah,
Love that. Here's a one though for you, Theo. In one point, Jota turned in James Justin so that he did not know whenever his name was James or Justin James. Does Jota absolutely put a shift in tonight, lads? Maybe one player that we haven't spoken about that much tonight. Diogo Jota, Theo.
Yeah, Diogo, I think he was brilliant tonight. He's for me, I have 3 contenders for man of the match, which is Jota, Robertson and Matip. I thought Matip was
brilliant.
Outstanding.
Yeah, Matip was brilliant. I agree.
And yeah, he's been the same as we've seen him every game he's played, just running down the wing and just cutting in, turning plays left, right and centre. And yeah, I think he was brilliant tonight.
Yeah, just before we go, I mean, David makes a great point here that I actually said before the game. We did so good at stopping Vardy before he could even start. And even on the break, we handled these foxes. That's great, bro. I wish other fan channels followed suit. Thank you very much. United Daily. Wow, a Man United channel bigging us up here. Did you know that Diogo Jota means Diogo J Jota is the letter J in Portuguese? Didn't know that. Thank you, though. Quick one before we go, lads. I want a match of the man. A match of the days, a match of the day, match of the man, a man of the match, sorry, I should say. It's been a long day, mate. It's been a very long day. I've been up early. Sorry, lads. It's been a long one. I've got a few points as well. Man of the match is from you both. One name, lads.
Matip.
Yeah.
Matip. Joel Matip.
He made the gate points.
Yeah.
Both Matip. Wow.
No, do you know what? Matip or... No, do you know what?
No, Doyle, I'm not interested in 2 names.
Sorry,
I want
lads,
one
sorry.
name. Put your hat on one name.
Bobby Firmino.
Bobby Firmino, love that. Theo's going for Joel Matip.
Matip, definitely.
Andre makes a great point about Milner being the best free transfer in history. I'm going for James Milner tonight. Brilliant job at right back, played in midfield as well. A big clap to him. Well done all. Well done to Doyle and Theo for helping me finish off the show. Brilliant from you lads. We will see you after the game against Atalanta on Wednesday. Hopefully it's not Theo's bedtime after that one there. But listen, we'll see you very soon, mate. Take care.
Take care, bye.
All the best. Doyle as well, thank you so much for being a part of the broadcast tonight. And myself, AGT, will be back again. Listen, we've got content on Monday. We've got a match preview for Atalanta. Tuesday is Top of the Kops. Wednesday is the game. Thursday, from Kop to bottom, myself, Doyle and James Redmond be involved for that. And then on Friday, we've got a preview for the Brighton game on Saturday, which we'll have fan cams for. So you have a video every single day next week from the Kop TV. You lucky, lucky people. Be sure to subscribe, like the video, comment as well until Wednesday. Or actually, until Monday. I'll see you soon. Take care. Huge win for the Reds. 3-0 clean sheet. Get in there. Big win.